Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Emulator Review. I am your good friend. I am your gaming tour guide, Jason Heine, hanging out with you on this glorious day. And I'd like to wish everyone a happy July 2010. You see, July is a very important month for me, but this month holds an even greater importance to the United States of America. You see, on July 4th, we celebrate our country's independence. Men, women, children, and families sacrificed so much to have the freedom that we have today. July 4th is a day that we all honor and respect all of the people that sacrificed so much in order to change the world we live in. I would like to personally say thank you. So this is most definitely a day of celebration. And how else would we celebrate our country's independence? You know, by partying, barbecues, cookouts, pool parties. You know, it's summer. That's what we do. You know, we light off huge fireworks, some legal, some not. You know, but all in all, we have a fantastic time with all the festives and celebration activity. So on top of the United States celebrating Independence Day, there was another day in July that calls for a party. And that would be Jason Heine's birthday. Yes, that's right. The 13th of July, I celebrate my birth. How do I celebrate? Well, of course, barbecues, cookouts, fireworks, and of course, a good old-fashioned game night. So I would like to again wish everyone a happy July 2010. Welcome to summertime here in the United States. And you better wish me happy birthday, whether it's early, on the day, or after, or I'll feel really sad. And I don't know if I'll be able to continue doing my reviews anymore. Just kidding. But it would be a nice gesture, don't you think? Okay, so in light of July 4th, what game could I review that would be, patriotic? A game that would display the American flavor. What could be the cream of the crop title that wraps it all together? That we're proud to demonstrate, proud to show, and proud to play. None other than American Gladiators. To tell you the truth, I'm not really sure how close I got to hitting the nail with this one, but it was the most patriotic game I could find at the time. So lay off me. Do you guys remember watching this on TV? I do. I remember. It was actually very, very entertaining and very exciting. You know, I watched a lot of Nickelodeon as a kid, on top of all the regular shows I watched. You know, Double Dare, Rugrats. I mean, Rocko's Modern Life. God, what a great show that was. And on the weekends and some of the weekdays, during middle of the day, they would play American Gladiators in between all the courtroom reality TV shows. If you're not sure what this show was about, I'll briefly explain. It's basically America's best. Big, buff, very fit athletes competing in certain competitions to see who would win. That's right, just good old-fashioned American sporting events. And some of these athletes are so muscular they scare me, and I think I could find a better selection of names for them at a Beverly Hillbillies convention. But make no mistake, guys, the TV show was good. So I thought, what the hell, let's dive in and check out this game. Developed by Incredible Technologies and published by GameTech, this game was released in 1991 for the regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Mega Drive, Genesis, and the Amiga. The gameplay consists of different sporting events such as Assault, Human Cannonball, Joust, Powerball, games like that. The version that I'm going to show in this video here is for the NES. And the first mode I'm going to show here is Joust. And what I really noticed right off the bat is actually, I think the music's pretty good. I mean, music can only be so good in 8-bit form, of course, but they actually do a pretty good job with it. I think it's a little funky here and there. I think the drums are a little interesting at certain parts. Of course, I'm a critic. I am a drummer. Either way, the music's pretty good. So you fight here, fight to the finish, and then at the end you knock your opponent off. The first one to fall off wins. And again, as we're sitting here playing this, the sound effects are really good. And I absolutely love the sound effect of the scream when they fall off. That really is simply amazing. All right, so then moving on to the next game, I'm going to choose Human Cannonball here. And it takes me a little time to get familiar with the controls here. Now, the idea of this game is you're supposed to grab onto the swinging pole, swing over, release at the right time, and knock the opponent off the platform. Now, it can get a little tricky depending on where you grab on the bar. And depending on when you release it, it all determines on where you're going to land on the platforms that are also moving up and down. It can be a little tricky. But you know what? I like this game. You know why this game works? It's because the physics are really, really good on it. It all works. It's actually pretty fun. Now, the next sporting event I'm going to pick is Powerball, and evidently gold here says, stuff all 5 to stay alive. I'm gonna leave that comment alone. And it actually gets a little worse when you start the game and you realize that she's talking about stuffing balls.
Ooh.
Okay, so the objective of this game is to grab a ball from one end of the court and put it into the round bins. There are 5 bins total, and there are about 3 or 4 opponents in the middle that try to tackle you and make you drop the ball. And you know what? This is actually pretty fun too. It works. I mean, I think it's damn near impossible to get to that middle bin, but the ones on the ends are pretty easy to get to. And the running, the controls work okay. The AI in some parts seem pretty stupid. I mean, look at that guy right there. What is that guy doing right there? He's doing the same thing on the other side. Oh, jeez. The next game is called Assault, and you have to navigate through an obstacle course while dodging this dude in a tank. He's shooting, I'll say, tennis balls at you. And this game kind of feels ridiculous. You get some weapons yourself to shoot back at him, and if you hit him 3 times, he gets taken out and you win the game. And the next game we have here is called Wall, and as you can imagine, you're climbing up a wall. And to be quite honest, I don't know what is up with this game. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's a button masher. You press A and B simultaneously, but when I get to a certain point on it, I always fall, no matter what. Actually, we all fall. I don't know what the deal is with the game. It feels broken, and I'm not going to take the time to figure it out or try to fix it. So that there is American Gladiators for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, it was ported over to our 16-bit friends, so let's take a look at the Super Nintendo version of this. And if it holds anything remotely close to its NES version, then this game should be pretty good. With updated graphics and sound and gameplay, and now we have more buttons and more controls, I'm almost certain they could come up with more interesting gameplay options. What do you guys think? Stay away from this game as far as you can possibly get. Period. I couldn't tell you what Game Tech was thinking when they decided to release this game. The best thing it has are the pictures they have of the athletes. They're actually real pictures. I don't know, that could be a catch-22 because now we could actually see what they look like. And that will either give you nightmares or influence you to go to the gym. I don't know. But now we have all the athletes right out front. We have Ice, Gold, Lace, Blaze, Zap, Gemini. Look at that dude's head. I cannot believe how small it is compared to his body. Wow. We have Laser, Turbo, Nitro, and Hulk Hogan's wannabe twin brother, Thunder. Alright, I'm not wasting any time here. I'm diving right into this. You guys have got to see this game. The first event here is Dodgeball. And just look at this. I mean, I don't even know who's throwing these balls at me. It's like the invisible ball thrower. I guess he's at the other end of the map, but then I almost get to the exit and then boom, right there. Done. Okay, next here is Human Cannonball. And if we remember this from last time, you're swinging on a rope. But now they put it into a first-person perspective, and look what happens. I honestly could not tell you what just happened there. I missed. I didn't tuck enough, evidently. Next is Atmosphere, and I remember this from the TV show. The player gets inside and has to control the ball and run it up onto the colored platform for a point. This game is ridiculous. There are no physics whatsoever. It's like when you touch another one, it just stops you dead in your tracks. You don't bounce, you don't do anything. Look at this. It's absolutely absurd. Controls are unresponsive. No matter where I go, even if another player is trailing me and hits me from behind, I stop dead in my tracks. I would rather swallow apples whole than play that mode. Alright, and the next mode is Joust, and from the looks of it, the players look good, so they did a little bit with the graphics on there, but the controls are so unresponsive, it's just horrible. They have this little stupid twirly twirl move, and then I don't even know how to jump. I can't even figure out the buttons. It's just so ridiculous. And then it's over. Then I lose, of course. Actually, watching it now, this is better watching than playing. It looks better than it plays. All right, so here we are with Powerball. Let's see if I can have better luck with this one. Do you think that I do? Absolutely not. I can't even figure out how to get a ball out of the container. Look at me. I'm running all over the place. I'm pressing every button I can. Oh, there we go. Finally, I get one. Okay, and now I'm running to it, and I'm pressing every button I can to put the ball in the container. I can't figure out how to do it. Look at this. I'm standing around on top of the damn thing, and then look. Oh, you missed. Yeah, I'm standing right next to this stupid thing. And then when you get tackled, it knocks you down. You gotta start all back over. But on top of it, the AI, if you get anywhere near him, if you touch him, it locks you up. You cannot move. You have to turn the opposite direction and walk away. Look at this. You can't even touch him, and they're just standing around. And to put the cherry on top, look at this. The red player, he is just between me and the container, and he's just glitched out. He's just running back and forth. It's self-explanatory. I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, and to be honest, I don't know how much more of this I can take. There are more events into this game, but honestly, they're just horrible. And I forgot to mention that sound effects are completely removed from the game. It's just horrible music. So hey, friends, do yourself a favor, and if you're gonna play this game, and I highly recommend you do, but please, play it on the NES. Go and try it on the Genesis, Mega Drive, even give it a shot on the Amiga. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Happy Independence Day. Happy July 2010. I'm glad you all stuck around and joined me on this wonderful day. I wish you the best, and we'll see you again next time on the Emulator Review.